So, welcome to Page Turner, a RPG show set in a fairy tale world where my players try to make me laugh to death. Today is going to be a little different. We are down a player, and I am bringing in one of my friends as a guest. Dee, if you would be so kind to introduce yourself.
Hey.
That's an introduction, thanks.
Well, you already introduced her. What else is she supposed to say? Hi, I'm Dee.
Exactly.
Dot.
I'm also the only other girl on here aside from you.
This is true. Well, considering there's only other one person. So we will go ahead and jump into the recap. They woke up in a tavern. Lainey decided to sleep in a bit because she was tired. Bardolph went downstairs to find a wolf folk that has been mentioned several times by Lainey. Archon, the wolf folk that knocked up her sister and ran, and he proceeded to beat the ever-living shit out of him. And you found out that Archon did not know that he had a child in the first place. And you still proceeded to beat the shit out of him.
Well, I mean, I was committed to the action anyways.
And after
But, he did needed an ass kicking. Just look at him. Just look at him.
But after they beat the wolf's ass and left the town, halfway to the next town, they were approached by an odd pair of witch twins who finished each other's sentences and were hella creepy. And were like,
but they made good food.
Yes, they decided. They were like, come eat our food. It's delicious. We do specifically food magic. And Bardolph's like, food? I don't even care. Food. Aerith and Weber were very like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And they went and were sort of charmed by the smell of the food, ate the food, and shrunk down to like an inch to 2-inch size. To which they had to go find a cookie from a mouse. The mouse gave the cookie to a frog, Mr. Toad to be exact, and they fought a weird flower snake, which kind of sounds like a euphemism now that I think about it. And they got the cookie from the toad and just told him that they would give him copper for his roof. They finally got back to normal size, and Bardolph got a vial full of the soup to do what with, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure that out. And they gave the toad his copper and went on their way to a small town that was setting up for a festival. Aerith and Weber had a conversation about how he feels terrible because he feels like he's ruined her honor, and then immediately went in to say, but if you still want to do stuff together, I'm cool with that. So that's how that works. And Lainey and Bardolph went on to the roof, and we are going to start the next day.
Yeah.
Morning, love.
Morning. It's been a long time since I've fallen asleep watching the stars.
Were we on the roof the whole time?
You must have been drinking one. I thought you were drinking. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. We should probably get off the roof. The sun is going to destroy my skin. I don't tan, I burn.
Well, I mean, sun up. This is a good time to get off of a roof. As long as you don't fall, which he sits up and looks around. Oh, good, the ladder's still there.
That would suck. We'd have to yell at our top of our lungs, and hopefully someone heard us and gave us the ladder back.
Or I could just jump off and then catch you.
That would kind of be romantic, but also frightening.
I can pretend not to be insulted by your lack of faith in me.
Let's go into the tavern.
Yeah. I don't even think they've started cooking breakfast yet. It's way too damn early.
No,
Early.
I mean,
Too early.
at least we didn't have to pay for a room.
Yep.
We just sort of slept on the roof all night. Who needs a tavern room? You can sleep on the roof.
I mean, you were warm and you fell asleep, and then I couldn't move, and I was perfectly happy to sit and watch the stars.
So
But I
blaming
fell
me, are
asleep.
we?
Pretty much. Pretty much it's your fault.
Is it now?
Yep.
Kind of, you know what? Let's go into the tavern. I can get some coffee and breakfast. Nice.
Okay, but
Also,
don't
do
get
you?
blood or any.
Oh no, Rubber definitely does not need coffee this early in the morning. Do you smell that? Oh my goodness, I think that's festival fried stuff.
How
Oh,
am I not smelling this?
you are smelling. You're starting to come to your nose like the smell of various fried type food and all kinds of stuff, and you see people down below as you look out off the tavern roof getting like stalls and stuff set up.
Wow. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I I almost completely forgot it was the midsummer harvest.
Okay. Saunter on inside and get some breakfast, some coffee, and some more coffee, and lots more breakfast.
Okay, as you guys are sitting there getting breakfast, Aerith, who is not in her full armor, just in her underclothes, comes down, stretching her arms, yawning, and looks at you, and then immediately looks at someone in the corner. And you notice this woman coming down the steps too. Pale skin, blonde hair, and her Aerith's eyes immediately get wide, and she yells from the middle of the steps, "Lucia! If you would please describe yourself."
Long brown hair, tied back as best as she can. Blue eyes, focused very intently on the plate of food in front of her. Just kind of normal clothes, and a peacock sitting right next to her.
Yeah, that would have been one of the first things you noticed when you walked in. There's a peacock in here. And she's also wearing a very ornate bracelet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Aerith?
It's been so long. What are you doing here?
Eating.
Well, other than the obvious.
I am passing through.
Oh, on your route to see the rest of this wonderful above surface, huh?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, 6 one way, half dozen the other.
So you picked a good time to stroll this way. You know, most towns are doing their festivals. I'm actually not have been traveling with a group. You should come and meet them.
A group of people?
Yeah, a small group. No,
So at this point, Bardolph is stuffing his face, trying to look inconspicuous.
that one over there stuffing his face.
Huh?
And the pretty redhead beside him. The other one is the other one is upstairs, I think, still asleep.
Sure. She just kind of looks at her peacock and says, "Frederick, come on," and picks up her plate and goes over to Bardock.
Bardoff. Where they're
Yeah, 5 million different names going through my
Bardolph, technically.
yeah.
Yeah, it's close
You-
enough.
You guys you guys go and you see Aerith and this woman who has a peacock trailing behind her come to your table and sit down.
Hello.
Let me introduce everyone. This
And
is
Bardolph
Lucia.
interjects. I'm Bardolph. This is Lainey, and that's a Rose Knight. Bardolph has short, messy hair, with a little piece of straw sticking out of it from where he slept last night. There's a scar running from above his left eyebrow down a little bit past his left cheekbone. He has a kind of unkempt beard starting to grow in. Looks like maybe he just forgot to shave for a couple days in a row. He's wearing kind of a crumpled suit, a button-up shirt, a vest, no jacket for whatever reason, and slacks that have a little bit of like dust along the bottom rims of them as if he has been traveling for quite some time. His clothes are not quite threadbare, but definitely have seen a lot of wear and tear, and probably haven't been washed very regularly either. Oh yes, that's right. He has some streaks of white, kind of on the sides of his head. And he gestures to Lainey. Lainey has a red silk riding hood tied around her neck, and she's got long red curly hair and fine womanly features from head to toe, and that's really all you need to know because she's Lainey.
With freckles and her hair is done in a braid over her shoulder. Well, this is one of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time. We traveled for a little bit together.
Yeah, but I was fresh out of Lucia.
Yeah.
Where?
That was a trip and a half.
For you, Bardolph, you would know this. Lucia is a small seaside country where a lot of myths of mermaids and stories of mermaids. So it's basically the place where the Little Mermaid comes from.
Looks at her, kind of like leans forward a little bit, and tests the air a little bit. Just like subtly sniffs a little bit once he's leaned towards her and is examining her with much scrutiny. Does he detect any smell of fish? He's suspecting fish.
She's been traveling for a while.
So would she have like that lingering smell though?
That is up to you.
Roll a Bardolph, roll a perception, add your smell.
Righto. 12.
A little bit. Not necessarily fish, salt water almost.
Okay. So Bardolph kind of like leans back, gets out of her personal space, and whispers to Lainey, I think she's from the sea.
Lainey
You're cute there, vagabond, but no.
Lainey just sort of goes, yeah, I think you may have gave her the wrong idea. No, sorry about him. He does that a lot. And if he tried to, anything
I'd be
with you,
successful.
I would hit you so hard.
Like
Just
I
pointing
said,
out, if I tried, I'd be successful.
you're cute and all, but no.
Yeah,
Aw, shucks. You're gonna make me blush.
he does that a lot, especially the sniffing people. I told him it's creepy.
Bardolph looks completely unaffected, goes back to his breakfast.
And,
Yeah, stuff your face, please.
yeah, he also has atrocious.
All right.
He has atrocious table manners too.
I mean, he's really wolfing it down.
All right, fine. If we're going to play that game, he's a wolf folk, she's a mermaid. We're all good.
Yes,
Bardolph chokes.
And she says it loud enough where only the table can hear it. And it'll probably get brought up. The person who is currently sleeping upstairs, who is in a human form, is a giant spider.
Mermaid.
Yeah,
Yes.
mermaid, as in, want to be where the people are.
She,
He just kind of scratches the back of his head, thinks about it. He's like, I think I've heard that one, actually.
Did you honestly
smell
think
like a fish? So now he's like walking around her, like inspecting her head to toe, looking for scales or fins or some other sign of deception.
Wait, guys. Is he like part vulture or something? Because there's no way he can be a wolf.
no,
He
he's
needs to like sprout feathers.
no, he's very much a wolf. A very cuddly wolf. A wolf.
Red.
Don't
No.
judge me.
No judging. Actually, I have a friend who's in a similar situation.
Oh, okay. No, he's. It
Your
has
friend's
been.
probably either very lucky or very unlucky. Where does the tail go?
You're not going to find out.
He looks a little bit disappointed, honestly. And he goes and he sits back down. Now he just violently tears into his bacon. One piece at a time.
You're not really going to find out unless you get me wet, which I don't see you ever doing.
Bardoff looks at his coffee, considers it, goes back to eating.
I miss that weird sense of humor of yours. Lainey is just covering her mouth, trying not to laugh.
What sense of humor? I was being serious. The only way you tended to find out what I am.
Oh, I know what you mean.
What did you think I meant?
No, it's what she knew that I thought that you meant.
He takes everything as sexual innuendos.
I'm going to need a lot of alcohol for this.
It's a little bit early for that, but I hear ya. Barkeep, 2 shots of whiskey.
No, Bartolf, it is entirely too early. Weren't you the one that told...
It's a festival day.
Yeah, weren't you the one that told me the other day that it was too early to drink when we first woke up?
Things have changed. There's now a mermaid.
How do I change everything?
Because you don't look anything like the mermaids that I've read about.
You just hear 2 boots hitting the floor, and she's looking at how many people are in the tavern right now?
There's a few people in the tavern.
And we're in a corner booth, correct? Who's sitting to my left and to my right?
You said you walked up to me. I always sit at the bar.
Oh, yeah, that is right. He is just always sitting in the bar.
Damn you.
Well,
I could show you. But we'd have to be in a corner.
Or we can head up to one of our rooms. Not in that way, Bardolph. Yet again.
She said corner. You said room. We can compromise with a closet. It'll be cozier that way.
We don't have a room. So yours then, Aerith? Actually, no, we did have a room that we ended up not sleeping in.
That's entirely your own damn fault.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Hey, it is not my fault that you are incredibly cuddly. You're the one who decided you wanted to go up on the roof.
Yep, I was gonna go alone, but you decided to follow me. So
you asked me. She does have a point. You did ask her to go up.
Did I?
Yes.
I just mentioned it, and she's like, "You want me to go with you?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, you were like, "Do you want to join me, Ray?"
You know what? That sounds like something I would say. Come on,
Aerith,
let's mess with the fish people. Come on.
You see something odd that you didn't see before that comes out from underneath the table, or comes out from underneath, like, Bardolph's feet, is this steamer trunk with little bitty triceratops legs and horns, with his chest open, teeth, and a leather tongue just sticking out.
Ah! Bardolph falls as Chester knocked him over, apparently.
Yeah.
Construct!
Chester walks over to you and just, like, rubs up against your leg.
It's an attention whoring construct. called Chester. Oh,
He is really cute.
How the heck do you work?
I've been told magic.
I mean, magic's always the answer if you don't know the answer. But
I like her.
this is Frederick. He's my peacock.
Me too.
Down.
Down, boy.
Bardolph.
Sit.
Bardolph is already on the floor
No, I think she's talking to Chester.
with this glare.
Nope,
Oh,
nope,
you're talking to Chester. Okay.
nope. Talking to Bardolph.
Oh,
He
no.
gets up and he tries to pet the bird.
The bird just looks at you.
One finger, very careful. You pet the little peacock's head. What is it? It looks like a fairy had a wild night with a turkey.
It's a peacock. They're found in.
I mean, I know that, but what is it?
It's a familiar.
Oh, it's called a peacock. Oh,
Yes,
It's a
and
type of
female versions
bird.
are called peahens.
you know what? That's actually starting to make some sense. Way too much. If it's a familiar, that must mean Bardolph looks at you, stands up, then takes like half a step back. He's halfway in his fighting stance, though his hands aren't like in fists or anything. He doesn't even bring them up. He leaves them down on the sides. It's like, you must magic.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah.
I'm going to use message to whisper in his ear.
Okay. You hear a voice, her voice, in your head. Tell him what you're going to say.
Magic!
Ah! Bardolph half shouts, half roars, and spins around to see who's behind him, knocking over a stool in the process.
Did you do that trick that you like to do to mess with people?
Yeah, and he kind of screamed in my ear. Ow!
Oh, yes, because he can respond.
Yeah. Ow, I did not think that went through.
What you get?
Asshole. She just like
Fish.
flips him off.
Oh,
He
You
sticks his tongue out at her. Nah.
Okay there, furry.
let's
Scaly.
enough with the insult flinging.
Not
Let's
very good
just-
at it.
Let's just go upstairs.
Water breathing, snail slicking. Yeah, I'm gonna refrain from insulting your virtue, just your culture.
Lainey and Aerith have already started walking to the steps and are gesturing for the two of you to move.
Bardolph is moving with the mermaid. He just is constantly bickering with her. He actually looks like he enjoys it. He's like, he can't hide the grin that's starting to quirk up the sides of his mouth.
You
His,
hear
slightly elongated canine teeth starting to show.
Bardolph, you would hear this. You just hear Lainey go, you know, I actually think they enjoy yelling at one another. I think they might. And you guys head up to Aerith's room.
And your people can't possibly make music. You live underwater. Sound doesn't work that way. Ha! He says, walking through the door.
You know, I wonder if when you skin a wolf, if it turns into skin or if it's a pelt.
It stays pelt, actually. My cousin died that way. Thank you. Thank you for that.
I kind of figured since we're in what is most commonly known as red territory.
Yeah. Well, my family sort of sucks.
Well, you know, I mean, prejudice is
All of
everywhere.
them. All of them but you, he says, and throws an arm around Lainey and pulls her close.
She hugs him back. Thanks.
Oh, and your granny, she's pretty nice. She fed me.
Yeah, Granny's pretty nice. And
Wait. Did she feed you or did you feed on her?
she fed
What would
him.
you like to know?
She fed him rabbits. It was when we first met. He walked me through the woods. Kind of a reversal of the story.
Yeah, stories like that get blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, especially whenever you're a bandit lord and it ends up that, they kill you for no real good reason other than the crimes that you committed in the next country over.
You'll have to tell me. I'm assuming that's part of what the wolf folk tell each other. I've been wanting to know
It's
about
kinda
that.
like, she was a trap. It's a trap.
Or how humans are really horrible people that make anyone that's different dance for their supper?
Or worse.
Yeah, or worse.
We're
Cut them
not
open,
all.
fill them with stones, and then sew them back up again and throw them in the river for good measure.
We're not all that bad.
Look at Aerith. Says you.
We're not all that bad. I mean, if I was
I'll
that
get the fish
bad,
on this one.
if I was that bad, wouldn't I have? When I first saw you, I would have attacked you and Weber, but I didn't. I'm.
Instead, sleep with weather, and it works out great.
Ah.
It's hilarious.
You had to go. You bring it up every time.
Well, I mean, you make it too easy.
Wait, what?
Her boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend. There is no relationship there.
That's even worse. Didn't they
we-
raise you properly in night school?
She just sort of like clenches her fist a bit. The other companion that is traveling with us, he has a
He's
friend
Weber.
of bards. There are a bunch of bards, and we all may have gotten entirely too intoxicated one evening.
I mean, speak for yourself. I was the right amount of intoxicated.
You were almost falling out of the window.
Well, I mean, the window shouldn't have been in my way.
And I was going upstairs with the one of the female bards, and we somehow wound up in Weber's room.
So, at that point, Bartle's eyebrow went from like high to higher to nearly off his head.
Well, it's nothing compared to Lucia. She's just like, wait, what?
Just
I mean, it wasn't as bad as the time when we first met.
Nope.
Love potion involved with that one.
Bardolph starts clapping his hands. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good. Tell me.
Someone thought it was a good idea to slip both of us a love potion.
And we saw each
they could do a
other.
little sex on the beach. Classic.
And we saw each other, and we shared an
Under
evening.
the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better. Downwards, wetter. Take it from me. Bardolph says, spinning around. Oh, gives it such a new content. I like this version better.
And she's just gonna take
He looks with admiration for the first time ever at Aerith.
What? What does that look for?
Oh,
Hey,
I mean,
Felicia.
look
Yeah.
at her.
She's taking the bracelet off and just gonna try to whack him with her tail.
Okay, roll to hit with a -3.
Oh, it's a 6.
You get whacked in the chest with a fishtail.
How didn't I smell that coming? Huff, huff. Wow, that's a big tail.
Thank you.
Wait a second. How does you know what? I figured it out. I don't have to ask. There might be children listening at the door. Who knows?
What do you think? Where do you think this comes from?
He pokes the tail a little bit. The water.
What happens is the legs fuse together and turn into my tail.
He keeps poking the tail. He's like, I assume it turns into your He pulls his finger back.
And she's gonna,
Lainey, don't hit me. I didn't know.
and she's gonna take another attempt at a hit.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 0.
Oh,
I rolled a 3.
Bardolph, you managed to scoot out of the way as she goes to clumsily smack you.
And falls on the floor and just like, dang it! Aerith, a little
You're on my turf now, surf.
Aerith helps her up and sits
Onto
her
the
on the
bed.
bed. Yeah.
I'm gonna feel around for my bracelet and put it back on.
Okay.
Bardolph is currently staring at it like, ooh, shiny.
As she puts the bracelet back on, the tail, with a flicker, turns into 2 legs. Your boots are next to wherever you.
Probably next to Frederick, who just like,
Yeah.
really.
I think this bird is judging you.
He's always judging me.
Can't you talk to animals?
Me?
Says.
I don't know. Is that an animal?
I mean,
Yes.
Well, it looks like it might be magic.
Wow! 6-1 my half dozen the other.
Frederick goes, yes, I am an animal.
Yeah, nope. Can't talk to him. Nope.
What? Not
He's too stuck up.
dignified.
You think my bird is stuck up?
Have you heard his accent?
Yes. He's not stuck up. He sounds like he is. He's actually really sweet when you get to know him.
Yeah, I mean, I find turkeys to be sweet once they've been properly marinated, so I'm sure.
I'm not a turkey.
You look like a turkey.
I'm a peacock. I'm not a common turkey.
Right, you're an uncommon turkey from the Feywilds. Got it.
What's a Feywild?
Neverland.
From Neverland?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's why I've never heard of a peacock before.
We are on.
I have friends that are mermaids in Neverland. I visited them for a little
You
bit.
know, I was gonna say that Neverland is a myth, but there's a fish sitting on your bed, so I can't do that. He says, looking at Aerith.
Mermaid.
Sorry, Merlady.
Mermaid.
I feel like you two enjoy your
Fish
company.
maid.
I feel like you two enjoy your each other's company entirely too much.
Yeah.
Bardolph like tries to look offended but fails miserably.
Yeah. What can I say? I like the ass sniffer.
I like that
it.
one, Lainey says.
I mean, it's not every day that people literally throw their tail at me.
Better than chasing your own.
Chase my tail.
There was
Someday.
that one time, but
You really
I mean,
did?
it was under the full moon, so.
Oh.
Chase my tail. I needed scratching and I couldn't reach it.
It's a question. If you scratch behind his ears, does his legs start kicking?
It does.
No, it doesn't.
She scratches behind his ear.
He like halfway goes limp and leans into it. Stop it, lady. Stop it. Woman. He swats her hand away. That's cheating. That's cheating. Don't do that.
Okay. I like her a lot, Lanny says.
Me too. Can we keep her? Huh?
Why do you always want to keep everyone? First you want to keep the fox, and then you want to keep...
I think he wants to run his own zoo.
I didn't keep dinner.
With him as the main attraction.
No, you didn't keep dinner, but I was convinced you probably talked to dinner.
I did. Up until the point where we ate him. I assured him that his seasoning would be to perfection.
There's something wrong with you.
He was talking about it. He's talking about a sheep
That you named dinner?
that he named dinner.
Otherwise, Laney would have named it something stupid, and then we couldn't have ate dinner and in bed. So, the only thing it's proper to name an animal is the meal that they are going to be. He points at Frederick and says, "Breakfast." See, it works.
Bastard.
I will peck you in the nuts.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, he sounds like Alan Rickman.
First off, no. Second off, no. Thirdly, you're too bony for me. Don't flatter yourself.
Just picturing Alan Rickman now.
Alan Rickman cock.
As a flamboyant peacock. Oh,
So,
God.
are we going to go?
Laney, can we keep her? Oh, please, can we keep her? She's so cute. Look at her.
Only if she wants to travel with us. People aren't pets. First, you want to keep.
I wasn't saying as a pet, Laney.
No.
His head droops a bit. Fine.
Wait, how were you meaning that?
Probably in the sexual of nature.
Under the sea. Under the sea. He starts like muttering under his breath. His head kind of drooping.
First, you want to keep the fox woman. Then you want to keep the rabbit woman as a pet. What is with
But
you?
she was so cute. I didn't need her. Okay, I could have. I didn't need her.
You did say you wanted to eat her.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't happen. We got her home to Wonderland, no problem.
And you nearly fell into the rabbit hole.
Someone pushed me.
No one pushed you. You didn't see the hole.
It was dark.
Are they always like this?
Yes.
Talking to Aerith, but okay.
Yeah, Aerith said yes.
I can answer questions about me, thank you.
Yes, they are.
You two were so busy having your little lovers quarrel, I didn't want to interrupt.
They
Not
were
quarrel.
even worse before they became lovers.
I mean, no.
Yes, seriously, I talked with Weber about how we should have locked the two of you in a room so you could go ahead and screw it and get it over with.
That's not a very knightly thing to say.
No, it is not.
He walks over and starts like looking at himself in her like in a polished breastplate that's probably sitting in a chair or something. Like, I need to shave.
You are getting scruffy.
Sit down.
What?
Sweetie, I'm a traveling doctor. Pretty sure shaving you is not going to be that hard.
He looks rather dubious, but takes her arm and unceremoniously drops on the floor and sits down.
Okay.
Hey, you're going to put scuffs on it?
It needs to be repolished anyways, lady. Calm down.
I'm going to take out one of my daggers. We're going to try to do this.
Daggers?
Okay.
No! Razors!
Roll.
Or nothing.
Do you have a razor?
Yes.
Then give me it.
Chester, shaving kit.
That is still adorable. Alright.
Roll a dex check.
What is my
Lady,
dex again?
I'm pretty sure that you were right. I should have been using Chester to pick up kicks this whole time.
To what? Oh, pick up. Yeah, well, I mean, you're not going to be doing that anymore now, are you?
I mean, there is this mermaid. We're still negotiating.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah.
Wait, this is just... is this agility?
I would count it.
Sweet.
Dexterity, agility.
So I can add 2 to this.
Yeah.
Fucking lock picking
Okay,
would probably
12.
count.
Nice.
A
I rolled a
12.
10. Yeah, I rolled a 10.
And that 10 with the
Oh,
total
damn.
12 is like double success.
Yeah, you
So,
get a. Yeah, it is the best, probably the best shave he has ever had in his entire life.
yeah. Now, unfortunately, he looks dignified until he's like, that was good. And like his tongue actually like starts to hang out of his mouth, but he pulls it back in before it can lull completely.
Yeah, she's just like, careful of the tongue, careful of the tongue. I've literally actually cut someone's tongue before doing that.
That's wow. That's wow. Wow. He checks out his reflection in a mirror or the Rose Knight's breastplate, whichever one happens to be easier to get to.
As Aerith has put her stuff on the bed, it would be the mirror.
He looks over at Lainey. What do you think?
It looks good. Now, when I kiss you, it won't be prickly.
He smiles. He's like, yeah, we're going to have to put that to the test.
You two, stop it. You're going to make me sick.
Are you going to be using this bed in the next 5 minutes?
Ugh. We should leave. You have at it, you two.
Do you really want to do it on your bed? I mean, don't they have a...
What else I gotta like? I didn't think it would work. He's whispering to Lee. I didn't think it would work, but okay.
Honestly, I'll just get a different room.
Bardolph searches his vest pockets, pulls out his room key, and tosses it to her.
Thank you. I'll come by and get my stuff later. You two have fun. And the two of you walk out of the room as, we'll fade to black on those two.
Yes, please. Hey, Aerith.
Just want to point out that she shouldn't have left her armor there.
Oh no, she did.
Pretty sure it fits Lainey.
She probably would have wait, are you two still decent?
No, maybe. I don't know.
I'll do it.
Define decent. So you walk in, and Bardolph is like trying to help Lainey get the vest plate on.
This is not. Why are we doing this? I don't want to.
It would be so much fun. I've always wanted to sword fight somebody in a fucking suit armor.
He wants to watch himself.
I am pretty, thanks to you.
Here, I'm assuming she sent you in after this and pulls off the armor and hands it.
Yep.
Don't whimper at me.
There goes a good chance of like all sorts of fun. I could have used you to get in anywhere. They'd be like, "Oh, look, a Rose Knight." I'd be like, "Yes, a Rose Knight. Let us in." And they would be like, right this way, Mr. Wolf. What a strange choice of traveling companions you have for a Rose Knight. You should see the real Rose Knight.
You sure you're...
It's just a stick in the mud.
Are you sure the full moon's not in the sky, love?
I might have been drinking when you weren't looking.
We'll see you guys later.
Wait, Bardolph says, and like slams into the door. He starts beating on the door. Don't leave me in here with her.
Don't act like you don't enjoy it. Back to bed, you ass.
Okay, fine. And he allows his clothes to be unceremoniously ripped off of him, and he's a good thing about extra thread for those buttons.
You walk over to Aerith.
Hey.
Hi, I heard that. He was trying to put my armor. This is why I was wanting to go back and get it.
Well, we have it now.
Yes.
Do you remember the red that helped us with the Hydra?
Yes, I remember her. Sylvia?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Do you remember her husband?
I do.
Yeah, just keep your ears out for him.
Oh no, Derek has gone missing.
Yeah, she doesn't know why. She's kind of busy.
Understandable. Well, I'll keep an eye out.
So, they're always like that?
Yes. Like I said, it was even worse when they were not together. The sexual tension between the two of them was one of which you could cut with a knife.
And you slept with a dude?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, we were really drunk, and I was going upstairs with the bard, and we somehow accidentally wound up in his room, and one thing led to another, and he had the audacity to apologize for a good solid 2 hours, thinking that he had ruined my honor because he was a giant spider. And then, this is where he had the audacity, apologizing, groveling, and being like, I'm so sorry. And then he has the audacity to be like, oh, but if you want to continue to sleep together, I'd appreciate that.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
He apologized in written form.
Yes,
Bardolph suddenly wishes he hadn't burned that so he could show it to the mermaid.
he even apologized in written form, writing down a list of things that happened that evening.
I really kind of want to meet this spider just so I can see how big his...
He's interesting.
get mildly confused.
Huh?
I mean, me and you was a fluke.
Exactly. No, it was, and the wolf seems to keep reminding me that it happened. He actually stole the note, and luckily he burned it, but...
Are you sure he burned it?
No, I watched him burn it.
Could have used my card shark skills to have traded it out with a fake.
Hush you, you're not there.
I'm sorry, I gotta do something.
The metagaming pigeon.
Not to howl, and then there we go.
The metagaming pigeon. Yep. So do you...
Frederick,
wanna...
what are you doing in my room? Get out, you filthy pervert bird!
The bird just like turns the doorknob with its beak.
Wait, was Frederick still in there?
I didn't mean to stay in here, you weird humans. And wolf.
Not human, thank you.
And then shuts the door.
Come here, baby.
You left me in there.
You should pull it out. Oh, my poor bird is scarred for life.
You guys head out into the tavern, and so do you want to go ahead and see what they've got for the festival? It's still a bit early. Or do you want to wait for the two of them to finish bumping uglies?
Very unknightly. Very, very unknightly. I think she's an imposter. I'm gonna have to turn her in. Hey, just so you know, Bardolph can hear things like outside the inn when he's in a room.
That he can, actually.
But we can't hear it, so...
Yeah. No, I would imagine Lainey's like, what the fuck, man?
You gonna catch me if I fish out?
Yes, of course. And if anyone questions it, what are they going to do if there's a rose night with you? I mean, I'll just tell them to fuck off. I'm a rose knight, and if I'm with you, that means that everything's cool. Same if someone was to call out the wolf or the spider. I mean, granted, I would suggest that the two of them not walk around in their true form.
Mine's harder to walk around in.
Well, yeah, we had to push you in a wheelbarrow the last time.
That's what the thing was called.
Yes.
You... No, I have issues with human terminology.
I know. For the longest time, what was it you called? What was it you called a plate?
A food tray? No. The round flat thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and you all kept laughing at me until finally one of you finally took pity on me and said it's called a plate.
That would have been me.
Sylvia just thought it was funny.
But yes, she did have an interesting sense of humor. So you guys head out into the festival, and the smell of festival food is already starting to, because it's still mid-morning-ish, like getting towards the later morning.
I wonder if there's going to be a drinking contest.
That would be interesting. You can drink like a fish, as it were.
I call her fish, she gets mad. You call her fish, she likes it. What's wrong with this? Picture here.
I feel like that Barnoff isn't paying much attention to his woman.
I try not to think about that at all. You guys head out, and like I said, you smell festival food, and there, as you head to one of the stalls that is serving alcohol, there's a flyer for the tavern that you are staying in. For the evening, there is a drinking contest. There's a list actually on a board not too far from town that has not too far from the inn, that has various contest lists on it. There is a arm wrestling contest. There is a fist fighting competition.
No.
A drinking competition.
Yes.
A music competition, and it talks about various stalls with foods and drinks and things of that nature.
I do not have. No, wait, I do. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you? I forgot you took that.
Are you looking at it as well?
Yeah.
Would that apply to the singing competition?
If you spent a fate point on it, yeah.
Oh, would it be worth it?
Because I'd consider that a social role.
Yeah, that'd be worth it. Which happens first, the drinking contest or the singing contest?
The drinking contest is at the end of the night, sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
You know,
after she just goes up and signs up for the singing competition.
And the drinking competition?
Yep.
Okay.
Who says I can't make music?
Right.
I say that.
As he walks up behind you guys with a lady.
Looking significantly more calm and less crazy.
Hey, someone's... I'm not even gonna go there.
I would appreciate that.
What's this I hear about a fist fighting competition?
Yes, there seems to be a fist fighting and a arm wrestling competition. I think I might sign up for both myself. What about you?
Oh, you're gonna wish you hadn't.
Oh, am I? You know what? I think I might as well.
Look at lady. What?
Told you I've been in many a bar fights.
I was reading through it. Does it say I can't use magic?
To singing?
No, the other ones.
It doesn't say anything, but what you would be using is not magic.
I'm talking about the fist fighting.
Yeah, no magic. No armor. No magic. What? Do you not want me to enter? Are you afraid we'll have to fight one another?
I mean, as long as you get eliminated in another bracket before I have to kick your ass publicly.
Oh, we never did do that fist fight that we were supposed to do when we first met.
You pulled out your sword. It took you 3 tries, but you hit me.
Hey, and you said you wanted me to to show you how well I could punch people, and we never got around to that.
I think Weber distracted us, but I don't think it's all that
I
important.
mean, you were also too busy hitting on me, so that was.
I was not hitting on you. I did not do that.
What was it? If you're ever feeling extra rebellious, you need to look me up. Or what was it? Don't eat me. Only if you want me to. And you were saying,
Bardoff is just like, he just doesn't know what to say. He just shuts up. Shuts up.
I love it when I can make you shut up.
Does it happen often?
No, sadly. So the three of us are.
We should get Weber. He would actually really like the music competition.
Yeah, I think you would too.
And he
Maybe.
might win, which would be better.
If he won. I mean, I was thinking about signing up for that one too. Does it say anything about groups or?
Does it?
It does. It does say that you can join individually or as groups. So what do you say, Lucia? Would you mind joining our group?
Sure.
Cool. We usually sing in taverns at night to earn coin. Or I sing and Weber plays the harp.
Oh, that I can do in spades.
Yeah, we tend to earn a lot of coin. And this one plays cards for a living.
So you're
Bardoff looks
shark?
behind him. I am a master poker player.
So you're a card shark.
I mean, maybe. Kind of depends.
Oh, honey.
That's a loose and debatable term.
I can
What is
introduce you to several card sharks.
Do you mean literal card shark? Because that's just funny.
Yeah, that would be really funny if that was like a double pun.
Well, I mean, they have shark tails. Does that count?
I think.
Yes, that literal card shark.
There's
know
one that
nothing.
is a literal shark.
Oh. Ugh.
And we're not really sure how. We think some sort of magical item on him. Can't figure out which one. It gives him intelligence, and he's really bad about cheating.
I don't cheat.
Not
Bardoff
you.
says, grinning.
No, what is it? You don't cheat, you hustle.
That's right, he says, looking down at Lady with a careful woman look.
So the three of us are going to sign up for the fist fighting competition. Me, Lucia, and Weber are going to do the singing competition. That leaves there's an arm wrestling competition and a drinking contest.
I'm doing the drinking contest.
I'm not doing the drinking contest.
Oh,
Yeah.
why not?
Because he has this tendency of making an ass out of himself.
Or,
You can
getting
turn yourself
laid.
into a donkey?
No.
Yes, Bardoff says with a straight-faced lie.
What she means is that he becomes even more of an asshole.
Because I can turn people into donkeys.
I forgot you can do that.
That's terrifying.
I remember the time we all got really drunk and you turned someone
Some
into
poor puppet boy. I heard about that. You fiend.
That wasn't me.
No, that was a very drunk fairy.
Yeah. It was the one who taught me that spell. I can also turn people into like lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Oh my. That was scary. Anyway.
I once turned someone
Wait a
into a
second.
goldfish and then threw him off a cliff.
Did he say we
Yes.
were golden gods as he jumped off?
No.
She said she threw him. All he had time to say was, ah!
As he turned into a goldfish.
Blub. And then a shark ate him.
Oh. Why did you throw someone off a cliff?
He was after my tail.
Bartle takes a step back.
I'm assuming you mean that literally.
Yes, literally.
Oh.
Bartle takes a step forward.
I mean, he was also after the bracelet, too, so.
Yeah, that I would imagine a lot of people would be considering.
Yeah, we don't talk about that outside of a closed room with a locked door.
Right.
See, this is what I keep trying to tell Lady, but she doesn't listen.
What? I don't mention things in unpolite company.
What is that sound?
You,
It's a bus.
Aerith, Weber, cards, ring bells.
Oh yeah, that I remember that. You got real mad at me for that one.
Yeah, but you know what? It led to some really good decisions, so.
Yeah.
So, don't play Weber at cards?
No, don't play this one at cards.
Under the sea,
Are you going to be singing that the whole time?
down in its better, lesbians wetter, take it from me. I'm working on it, okay? I'm not a musician like you and Weber, but I'll come up with the right lyrics eventually.
So, you want to get some food before any
Yeah,
of
for
this starts?
once, I'm actually not that hungry.
Really? So, you're not hungry for once. That's surprising.
Let's just say all of my appetites have been recently satisfied.
Right. Anyway. So, you guys, mill around a bit, look around. There's people selling wares everywhere. People barking at you to buy foods and items and jewelry and
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
oh,
Aerith.
yes.
So, first off, sorry about the armor thing. I promise, if it would have gotten dirty, I would have cleaned it, but it wasn't okay. Anyways, can you distract Lady for me?
Yes.
Thanks, bye.
Okay.
He runs off and does some seriously absurdly paranoid stuff where he circles the place 2 or 3 times, making sure that
While
Lady's
while
not
he's
following him.
while he does that, Aerith comes up to the two girls and links her arm in arm with both of them. I remember someone mentioning something about how knights don't normally wear perfume and how I should probably get around that. So I figured the two of you are both really knowledgeable on what won't stain my armor and what might stick through sweat. And I figured we could go perfume shopping.
My God, she's a genius.
Yes!
Because I know you're both good with alchemy. So wait, you're an alchemist?
Yeah. You are?
Yeah.
Dude.
We need to go shopping for ingredients.
Yeah.
The two of you, or the three of you, go off shopping into various perfume vendors and ingredients. If there's anything you specifically you want to look for, let me know. We will kick it back to Bardolph, who is paranoidly circling a vendor.
Okay,
Do you want me to
not
just
looking.
send you a list?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway.
That was So I think I was gonna say something along the lines of as long as Lady's not looking,
Yeah.
find her something pretty, like a hair comb.
Aw. Well, you see a few vendors selling there's some selling like clothes, and then there's some selling like finer jewelry and
Okay, well, you know Bartle's taste. Is anything in the clothing area that looks halfway practical but also, flattering catch his eye? Because if not, we're going straight back to the jewelry idea.
nothing really catches his eye too much. And the as you walk over to the jewelry, oh, Hello, what can I help you with? You see a man with salt and pepper hair with thick rimmed glasses that he pushes up from his nose, wearing
Just did the anime thing.
wearing fairly nice clothes.
Well, okay, so there's this girl.
Ah, isn't there always?
Yeah, pretty much. So, do you got any, like, I don't know, hair combs or necklaces,
Well, we have a
rings?
well, it depends on the what you'd be looking for, but we do have all of them. We have our hair combs are here, and he points towards the hair combs, and then he points towards the necklaces, and he points towards rings. Rings can get a bit dangerous when you're shopping for them. If you sometimes some women can get the wrong idea.
Yeah, well, not this one. This one's too smart for that.
Well, it's a good thing you've got a good one on your hands then.
Oh, yeah, she's probably more than I deserve.
And if you think that way, then you two probably are good for one another.
Yeah, I doubt that.
So you see they range in various prices. You've got your more like costume jewelry, and then some stuff that's a little more expensive, anywhere from like 2 silver to 5 gold.
Wow. Um, let me check how much money I have. Bardolph is like, that one right there, that hair comb.
Okay,
It
that's
takes out one with actual, like, silver-plated teeth. That is actually medium length. Has a gold, fancy-ish gold handle with a few small gems on it.
okay. Ah, that one is a very good choice. It's lovely.
Of course it is. I picked it out.
Then you hand over the gold.
How much?
5 gold.
Oh man. I mean, I understand you got to make money, but you got to make all of it off of me. Here's your money.
Well, you did pick one of the more expensive ones out of the lot.
No, I picked the best one, and yeah, just worth it, I think. Here's your money.
Okay. Uh, you buy the comb, and he's like, "Is there anything else I can interest you in?"
Not unless you got magic items or know about a fiery redhead female spell slinger. Goes by Vivian. Wears a
I
red
actually,
cloak.
I hmm, I
If you got one of
do.
those behind the shelf, I'll take one to go.
I don't have the lady you speak of, but I had seen her. She, I have a
Oh,
shop a few towns over, and she came through a few weeks.
a few weeks ago, huh? What's she doing?
She was asking me about magic items as well.
It sounds like her. Which items was this?
She was just asking me if I had any and if I knew of any.
Well, I mean, seems a little late to ask, but do you?
I might, if you have the coin.
Oh, gouging me already. What have you got?
Well, he pulls a box underneath the table area and puts it on the table and opens it up, and you see a couple of pieces. There's a ring. There is another hair comb and a necklace.
What's the code do?
Well, the comb allows you to speak any language of your choice. Only for an hour, however.
That's pretty cool.
Speak or comprehend.
What's the other thing?
The ring is a ring of protection, and
Classic.
the necklace it's an odd thing. It's a necklace that allows. It was commissioned a long time ago and never the person never came and picked it up. It's a necklace of, say for instance, I think they wanted it because they were trying mushrooms from Wonderland. But say for instance, you shrink or grow in size. The clothes in which you are wearing and all of your belongings will change with you, regardless of how tall or how short you shrink.
That is pretty weird. Out of curiosity, how much more for that? Nearly useless trinket.
I'd say, well, they did pay us partially for the thing, so I would say 10 gold.
Bardolph looks like he's not really so sure that he wants it, and then he hands over the money. He's like, fine. Fine. And he buys it.
He pulls out the necklace from the box, hands it to him. Anything else?
How much is your ring of protection?
Ring of protection would be 25.
Okay, I'll buy that too.
Such a big spender.
Well, he says, and kind of like does that thing that he does whenever he's distracted or, feeling awkward, and he just kind of scratches the side of his head rapidly. I've been trained.
If there's anything else I can help you with, I'm more than happy to let you spend your money here.
Well, I mean, there's one little thing you can do.
And what is that?
If you ever run across that spell slinger again,
Yes.
tell her I said Huffpuff. He says and walks off.
All right.
With all of his shiny. So much shiny!
Yeah.
So he needs to sneak up on Lainey and pull her hood down and poke the comb into her hair. And then he's
Okay.
going to put on the ring of protection and the necklace of gear shape changing thingies.
Okay, so here's the thing about the two necklaces. They are both, I forgot to mention this, they are both tunable. So you can only have one or the other.
Necklaces? What do you mean?
You have the amethyst necklace.
Oh yeah, the necklace of protection. Well,
Yeah.
fuck.
I mean, if you've got the ring of protection, you can.
Look, I'm taking both. Okay, I'm gonna put on the ring of protection now, and I'm gonna have the other thing. I don't want the other thing anymore.
Which one? The necklace
Yeah,
of size change?
yeah.
Oh, well.
But that's okay. I'll hold on to it. I have a thing. I have a plan now. Okay.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Okay, I'll do that. Dice. So it's a modded 10.
Modded 10? Yeah, you managed to both her and the girls are all like surrounding this like what looks like a alchemy tent or shop that's set up temporarily. And you sneak up behind her, pull off her hood, and put the comb in her hair, and she goes, ah! And turns around. Don't sneak up on me.
Cheesy grin.
And what is... She pulls the comb down. This is really pretty. Did you get this for me?
Yep.
Thank you. And she just kisses him.
Oh.
And here I didn't get you anything.
Yeah, you did. You were still there when I woke up this morning.
That's true.
That's more than worth a very fancy, very expensive haircut.
You act like I wouldn't be.
Bartle shrugs non-committally.
Anyway, what was it you said you were looking for, Lucius? Wolfsbane?
What?
Yes.
She's not going to use it on you.
And also, I love how everyone thinks that I'm looking for the strain that's deadly.
Oh, then which one are you looking for?
That's the problem. I can't remember the name of it.
Wait, is that the one that?
Acts like catnip.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't exist. It's a myth.
No, it exists.
You're making it up. It's a lie. You're a liar.
Why do I feel like you've experienced this before, Bardolph?
Look, when I was young and stupid, I tried a lot of things, okay? Magic mushrooms among them. There's no such thing as wolf nip.
Well, maybe we might have to go looking for it.
I need to go looking for it.
Oh? What do you need something that rare and possibly not real for?
Lady, I think she's trying to pick me up. You need to stop her.
I really don't think she is.
Oh,
I really don't think she is, Bardolph.
no, I need it for a friend.
Okay. Whew, okay.
Oh, a wolf friend? Or
Yes.
okay. What for? I mean, other than it being like wolf nip, basically.
It's a long story that Aerith knows the reason to.
Oh, that. Still trying to find that.
You know what?
Well, an alternative to True Love's Kiss is going to be something really hard to find.
But on the other hand, true love's kiss is pretty much impossible to find, so
See? He knows.
better look for something mythical and absolutely impossible to find than something that's like mostly impossible to find. Because one, you start off crazy looking for it, and you can accept that when you don't find it. The other, it drives you crazy as you realize you can't find it. Bartosz is like, why are you through this?
I don't know which one's which.
I'll leave that up for you three to determine.
Honestly, if you go looking for True Love's Kiss, you're going to end up looking crazy.
Usually, I've from what I've heard, that kind of stuff finds you.
Not in my experience.
Oh,
Wolf folks don't have happily ever afters.
well, hopefully we can change that.
Neither do mermaids.
Really?
Little Mermaid. Sea foam.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because he decided, hey, the hot nun on an island is better looking than the girl who actually saved me.
I mean, how often do you see hot nuts?
That's not the point.
Look, I can sense this is a sore topic for you, so we're gonna move on to something else.
Please.
So, what's this smelly stuff you've got there, huh?
The perfume.
Oh, okay.
Or do you mean the other things that she's gotten?
Is that ginger root?
Yes.
Yeah, let me know how that goes for you.
What do you mean?
I don't trust it.
Was that the thing that you sniffed and immediately said smelled disgusting and then proceeded to buy it?
Yes, that's the one.
It tastes better than it looks.
I didn't think it was that bad. But yeah, you managed to find part of what you're looking for. You find the obviously the cinnamon and the cardamom and like the easier ingredients. And rose is in abundance. Sea salt's a little more pricey. You do find the stomach acid and the venom. You have a hard time finding frog legs though, because people keep telling you that they have to go through a rigorous
A vetting
process to
process.
find frog legs because they keep being afraid they're going to accidentally cut up a human. And then the spider legs, you do find to when Lainey's like, I wouldn't show that to our friend.
I would.
That's because you're an asshole.
Wait, show what to what?
Spider legs to the giant spider in our.
Yeah, Aerith's boyfriend.
He is not my boyfriend.
Well, why? You're gonna break his heart. Cruel. I mean, he's like 80 years old. He'll just die of a heart attack.
And we discussed it, and he knows where I stand. And
Okay.
not a word about his age, Lucia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. Now, apparently to him, even though he's 80, he's got 200 years left.
I had said she's a gold digger, but yeah, you guys know the rest of the song.
Is there anything else you guys want to look for?
Jen, is there Jen?
There is gin. Do
Bartolf is so in.
you think it's a good idea to drink even more of?
Watch me.
Clothes.
There is a clothes vendor. It was close to the jewelry vendor that he found.
Over there. Bartolf points and then knocks back an entire shot of 100 proof gin.
Don't make me deal with your intoxicated self all day.
But you like it.
Yeah, but sometimes it's so hard to deal with you.
Oh,
See, this is why you can't enter a drinking contest. You don't know how to pace yourself.
you know what? You know me better than anybody else on earth. He knocks back another shot and says, I'll keep it mellow.
Ugh. Get away from the booth with the liquor. She starts to pull him away.
Bye, guys. He says, being pulled away, and just waves at the fellow drinkers.
You find a booth with a bunch of really pretty clothes. It looks like there's more than just clothes from this country. It looks like this vendor has like various import clothes, even clothes from Agrabah.
See, nothing caught my eye. There's belly dancer costumes from Agrabah.
That's true. I failed to mention that. But
Lady, you should buy one.
what? I'm not gonna.
I've never been to Akron.
Neither have I. I hear it's got lots of sand and hot and yuck.
I've never been there either. I've not really been much out of the country fair.
I know they have monkeys.
That's what I've heard. And elephants too.
Hey, Frederick, is that where you're from?
Technically, that's where peacocks are from, but I'm actually from Neverland.
How did you get to Neverland if that's where technically peacocks are from?
Well, I mean, mermaids are technically from. There's mermaids in Neverland.
That doesn't mean they're the same brand as me.
Can't mermaids actually swim from like an ocean here on page to the sea in Neverland? I mean, I know the legends. I just didn't think they were real.
You know, I actually think we do. We can bridge the different worlds together, which is
You
weird.
should totally take me sometime.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I mean, I hear they have magic and gold. There's treasure there. Yeah, I want to go see the
And how
treasure.
long can you hold your breath?
He's like, it's just like his eyes cross. I don't know.
You know, you better sober up before the fist fighting competition because I'm not gonna hold anything back.
Ooh.
Lady, stop being so darn cute.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm just naturally cute. I can't
mean,
help
if you
it.
try to talk like you can hurt me, that's cute.
I'll see you in the ring then.
Yeah, if you make it to the final bout, maybe.
Personally, if I get in the ring with either one of you, I might throw it just to see the other one fight each other. I think that would be incredibly amusing. I'd even make a bet.
My money's on red.
Same.
Oh, then I'm just gonna take your money because I'm a bet on me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've never seen either one of you fight.
I'm a better fighter. He says, just kind of like raising his hand.
Yeah, how
She gets
often do
covered in
you?
ant guts every time she fights.
Hey, I only got covered in ant guts twice.
Out of how many fights have we been in?
Yeah. How many times have you fallen on your ass, Mr. I'm graceful?
I mean, I'm effective.
I'm not that graceful either.
Yeah, but you just got your land legs, so we can forgive that.
Yeah, she does kind of have an odd walk to her that's almost clumsy.
Bardolph realizes that he's being nice for no reason and proceeds to go and enter the fighting ring.
Oh, okay. With that, an hour or so passes, and you hear people yelling, "The fighting competition is about to start."
Bardolph looks up. Finally.
Um,
I can tell she loves me already.
you guys, you look at the bracket, and to start out with, you and Lainey are not fighting each other. Lainey, Bardolph, and Aerith are all on fighting different people. And first up is Bardolph.
All right. No mercy. Put him down as quick as possible.
Lainey goes, I think using your mystical techniques might be against the rules.
The mystical techniques, not the martial techniques. There's a difference.
Right. So, no making them fall asleep in the ring?
Yeah, but I mean that would be funny, right? Yeah, but
No.
He only does that when he opens his mouth and talks.
he just slowly turns his head over to the mermaid and squints at her. And then he just quirks a smile, winks at her, and proceeds to beat the crap out of this guy.
Yeah, the guy that before you is looks like he's in his 30s.
He's going down.
Short brown hair, brown eyes, a bit of a beard, like he hasn't shaved in a few days.
I looked like that earlier, but now I'm pretty.
And for the record, Lucia is screaming encouragement at Bardock through this.
Yeah.
Mostly in the form of "Come on, ass sniffer."
He just gives her a thumbs up before fists start flying.
Okay, you guys roll initiative. It shouldn't really matter, actually. Never mind. Roll. I'll let you go first. You guys ready your fighting stances. His is more clumsy, he isn't quite trained.
Look, I got a 7.
Oh yeah, you have a whole -1, so you would hit.
Damage is looking like 8 points.
Damn. You go and you hit him directly in the jaw, and you watch as his head flings backwards, and he goes, and you a little bit of blood from his cheek as he comes back and goes to hit you, and goes to punch you in the face, and you move so quickly out of the way that he loses his balance and falls forward.
Trip?
Onto the ground.
Does that count as a lose? Does he lose?
Yes, you hear, Bardolph is the winner!
Bardolph offers a sportsmanlike up.
And he gets up, rubbing his jaw. Not bad.
Not bad for an old man. Pat him on the shoulder. But what you really need to do is watch your footwork. Don't overextend.
And then next up is Lainey, and she's fighting against another, middle-aged looking gentleman who goes, "Who let the little girl enter the fighting competition?"
Kick his ass, lady! Show him what for!
And you watch as the two of them, the first hit, she just dodges and then punches him in the ribs, and he gets a punch on her shoulder, and then she takes and uppercuts him and knocks him clean on his ass.
Ha! That's why you don't fist fight adventurers.
And that little girl just knocked you on your ass.
Someone, quick! Get some ice for that bird.
I don't have ice. I have fire and lightning.
Well, then I think we'll be okay.
And then two men duke it out. As you're sitting on the sideline watching this fight, you notice coming up to the ring is a someone not Lainey in a red cloak with her hood up.
Bardolph just like leans forward on the banister, and like watches the said character out of the corner of his eye.
Okay,
There are lots of reds in this
Yep.
neck of the woods. No reason to get excited.
Yep, she pulls her hood down as she's watching the thing, and you see the woman has light olive skin, reddish orange hair that's curly that fades into a blonde at the end with a green tunic like top and what looks to be like a fox tail scarf type thing draped around her neck.
That monster.
What? What are you on about?
Well, first off, do I recognize this person?
You do not. You've never seen her before.
Just point out she's wearing a scarf tail fox. Wait, maybe I have drank a little more than I thought. A foxtail scarf.
Oh, that's
Why would someone do that?
I know. Foxes are they're like the baby cousins to wolves. It's cruel.
oh, and of course, she's a red.
Yes, you can't help it that your people are monsters.
Yeah.
Should Bardock continue fighting, or should we worry about Fox Red over there?
I mean, if she tries anything, I'll kick her ass.
I'll help.
Yay!
And
Backup.
if she tries anything, I'll tell her to step off.
Well, I mean, it'd be more fun to watch the cat fight.
No. The point is, if she comes anywhere near you trying to be Miss Bitch, I am a knight, and I have every right to tell her to fuck off.
I think you just your authority.
That's not it. My fight's next.
All right, let's have a fair fight. Being a knight and all, should probably not throw any dirt in their eyes. Don't say anything bad about their mothers either.
Kick his ass.
Oh, I planned on it. You watch as the guy in the ring with her is a little bit younger. He's blue eyes and short hair, just all plucky looking.
Oh, he's gonna get creamed so bad.
Yeah, I don't think he realizes he's fighting against a knight. Oh, they just announced her as Lady Aerith. Look at him shaking.
Oh, this is sad.
I think he might actually pee himself.
This is sad. Poor kid.
I know. She better finish him quickly. Or at least let him get a punch in to make it look like he tried.
No, she won't.
No. You watch as
Eric's kind of, he kind of does the shaky hand thing, like, yeah.
Cray cray?
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I was gonna say a bitch, but cray cray.
Oh, she's not that bad.
If you ever look into her eyes, I mean, there's no soul. What? A Hydra? Really? That's fascinating.
To be fair, I can't swim in.
But you guys watch as Aerith pretty quickly dispatches the poor kid.
Probably needs a hospital.
And then she didn't hit him too hard. She knocked him down pretty quickly. And it looked like she did everything pretty strategically so that it would, knock him down faster without actually hurting him too much. Yeah,
we kind of clap quietly while the rest of the crowd is just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she helps the kid up, and he kind of just looks down. Well, I didn't know they were sticking me against a knight in my first round. That's embarrassing.
Like, no. Think about it this way. Look, you had nothing to lose. If you would have won, you would have been a knight. If you lost, well, everybody thought you were going to lose anyway. This is no big deal. Don't worry about it,
True.
kid. Here. Hold my beer.
Oh,
Is he okay? Like, is he not injured?
I mean, he's got a little like bruising on his face, but nothing like bad. You fought fairly well, kid. Good job.
Bardolph hops back into the ring. All right.
You
Loosens up his shoulders, bounces on the balls of his feet, cracks his neck.
you find there's this bigger dude. He looks burly, real hairy, and pretty bushy beard.
Who let the half bear in the ring?
Say that more with your fist. They're springy.
All right. Bardolph comes in. 7.
Roll your damages.
4 points.
Okay. If you want to describe how you do so.
Okay, so he says, talk with your fists or some such nonsense. So Bardolph steps forward, throws like a really sloppy, like haymaker high towards kind of like his eye level, and the guy easily swats it out of the way. But when he does so, it leaves an opening, and Bardolph drives a not a fist, but like his fingertips straight to the guy's solar plexus, just knocks the wind out of him.
Ooh.
Is that all you got, Tiny? Bardolph swings again and wasn't really paying much attention. The guy kind of just like absorbs it, doing no damage.
Okay. The guy just sort of yelps out in pain and proceeds to try to hit you. And yep, he.
I have 5 defense.
Yeah, well, nat 10.
Fine, I'll let him hit.
He goes and right in the ribs.
Ooh.
You're not quite sure. It might you don't think it broke anything, but that's gonna bruise.
If I can breathe, it didn't break any.
So he does 4 points of damage.
Okay, Bardolph has had enough of this nonsense. Nat ones.
Oh, 2 nat ones.
No, a single nat 1. And then a 9.
Okay, that one will hit.
That will hit with 6 points of damage. So Bardolph crunches down around the massive fist, tries to throw a reactionary elbow at the guy, but the guy's actually too tall and just leans out of the way. Bardolph continues his spin and lifts shifts his weight from one leg to the other, lifting his foot up off the ground, and does like a high aimed axe kick for, I think I said 6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 points of damage.
And you knock the guy clear off his footing, and he falls backward.
That's why you kick people in the head, kids.
Yeah, he falls down, and the ref calls it. Bardolph is the winner again.
Damn straight he is, Bardolph says. Hops back over the fence. Lady, did you see that he hit me? He actually hit me.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm surprised.
Shot.
Looked like it hurt.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You can fix it.
How bad does he look?
No, I'm good. I got 31 hit points. I'm looking like it was a mild irritation.
Good.
The ref goes, Laney versus Max.
Oh, poor Max.
And
Go get him, Red.
I like that kid. Go get him, Red! Then high five the mermaid.
there's another guy who looks like he might be in his mid-20s, long hair in a ponytail, kind of farmer's gear on, a little muscular, but not like beefy.
I say she takes him out in like first 30 seconds.
I'm thinking she needs to do something about that ponytail on him.
I mean, hair pulling, I think, is against the rules.
That it is. What are you thinking? She takes her sword and cuts it off.
I am pretty sure weapons are against the rules too.
They are.
And they wouldn't allow it in the ring because it's against the rules.
You watch as the first one to throw a punch is her, but she misses, and he gets her right in the ribs.
Oh!
And then she turns around and looks like she's going to punch him in the jaw, and then hits him straight in the stomach, looking like and with that hit, it looks like he's almost about to throw up.
And just drop that elbow into the back of his head like you've seen me do, he's muttering to himself.
And like they go back and forth for a little bit, and she finally gets him one good hit right across the side of the face and knocks him clean out. And she comes, and the ref calls it. And she comes walking towards ring where you guys wipes a little bit of blood from the side of her mouth.
Bardolph helps her over the banister.
Thanks, love. Oh, ow, that rib hurt real bad.
Bardolph gently touches it, sees if it's broken. Is it broken?
No, it just looks bruised. But she does look like she took a bit of damage.
You sure you're gonna make it all the way?
Yeah, I think so. Oh. Man, maybe I should.
You need some help?
Probably.
Yeah, she needs to probably just stop while she's ahead.
Not happening.
Lainey, I don't want to have to put you on the ground in front of everybody.
Oh, please. You know I'm going to be the one putting you down, Wolf Boy.
Is it considered cheating if I heal?
No, it wouldn't be. Like, you see other people healing in between bouts, taking potions.
Okay.
You do have... Which healing spell do you have?
We jokingly called it Don't Die on Me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Healing word?
Yeah.
Or spare the dying, or...
No, it would... Spare the dying is different. It would have been healing word is what you would have. So a D4 plus 4? Or plus... No, your magic is at 2, so a D4 plus 2.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna...
So what am I doing?
And rolling a D4 plus 2.
That's a 6.
Damn.
Nice. Max healing.
Yeah. She stands upright and cracks her back. Okay, that's a lot better.
Can you just hold that pose for a little bit? Bardolph says, staring at her.
Hush you.
He smirks and he turns to the mermaid. You're really fucking useful.
I will try not to be offended by that.
That was a compliment.
Yes, but you sound like you thought I was useless beforehand.
I mean, didn't know that you could do all this. Forgive my ignorance, milady fish lady.
Aerith's about to fight you. Stop. You, Bardolph, roll a perception check. Don't add your hearing or smell.
Do 5
The whole 5?
total.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't... You just seem to be watching the fight. Roll, actually...
Nada.
Yeah. You roll a perception check for me, too.
I thought that was perception. I thought that's what I just did.
No, I'm totaling her to roll a perception check.
Oh, okay.
I add nothing to this.
Oh, do you not? Yeah, you don't have any perception.
An 8.
Okay. Yeah, you noticed that red that you noticed earlier keeps looking at you guys.
Foxtail.
Yeah, the foxtail. He doesn't notice shit, but
Hey guys, Fox Lady's looking at us.
just act normal. He could be looking over because of me. I mean, doesn't necessarily... No, she's probably already figured it out. Rats are very good at that, but there is that possibility that he's looking over because of me.
I mean, yeah, I don't care. Look, Aerith's fighting, okay?
Yeah, you
This
watch
is
his...
Bardolph's art. You know, this is his passion. This is his outlet. This is kind of his life. condense.
Yeah. You watch as another big dude, like really big, burly, looks like he's a huntsman.
Ooh, King's Guard
And
versus King's Knight.
he just gives a slight bow.
Ooh, he bowed. Oh, Aerith's gonna be in a bit of trouble.
And then they get into the fight. She lands a punch to his ribs, but doesn't look like it quite, does a whole lot of damage. And then he gets a couple good hits on her, gets her in the stomach and then in the ribs. And she
This is not looking good for the tin can.
and then she gets him in the face. And they go back and forth for a while. And
Reversal!
it looks like she's about to fall over, and then she takes one good punch to his gut, and she moves out of the way, and he proceeds to throw up and then fall to his knees.
Oh, this is why you don't eat and drink that much before a fight.
Says the guy who's already
Tossed.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been an hour. I'm basically sober, and I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. I'm good.
I'm surprised. Normally it's if there's food somewhere, you're devouring it.
See previous statement about urges, needs, and instincts and such.
Right. Aerith comes holding her ribs. Oh,
Yeah, milady ass kicker.
yeah, that
Right
one
this way.
that was a bit rough. He hit really hard.
You should maybe not let him hit you then.
Well, it wasn't like I wanted him to. You watch as she touches her own shoulder and her hands sparkle a little bit. She stands up straighter. So, oh shit. Laney looks at the bracket and just gives a big smile. How about you take off the cheating devices, love?
You first.
Fine. She takes off the bracelet and the ring of protection. Sets them
Fine.
Chester. And he just opens his mouth, puts them in Chester.
He begrudgingly takes off his shiny amethyst rock necklace, puts it in Chester, takes off the ring, and tosses it in. And is like, take good care of those.
You guys, Lainey, basically gestures for you to walk into the ring.
Okay, he goes ahead, goes in first.
This will be quite the match, the ref says. I hope she whoops his ass. So, this should be fun. No hard feelings for whoever wins.
Of course not. Not like you don't kick my ass on an almost nightly basis, one way, shape, or form.
But as the two are about to fight, Weber, you wake up hearing all this racket.
And I have absolutely no clue what's going on.
Yes, which is good because Weber has no clue what's going on. You hear this absolute racket. Are you in spider form or human form?
In spider form. Well, I have no clue what's.
Well, I can fill
nowhere
you
to
in.
start. So.
Well, I can fill you in. Basically, you would have woken up to hearing noises and stuff, and you could just walk into the festival or ask about your friends downstairs.
We were in that rather small farming village, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We were avoiding bards, and we determined that this inn was safe because there were no bards. It was kind of dark when we got there, and so we ate dinner and we went to sleep, and that's how we ended the last session. Oh wait, no. And before that, there was the food magic. So,
Yeah, the witches.
Pretty much where we're at. Nothing important or plot related has happened in any way. This is kind of like a filler episode.
Yeah, before we go into the shitstorm that's going to be the next few episodes.
And this is Dee. She's here presumably only for this one episode.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys, you hear this noise. You see these people walking around, and as you look out the window, it does look like you'll be. It looks like if you crawl out the window, there's probably going to be people there. Hello, you've been sleeping for so long. As Jeffrey says hello to him.
Kind of a surprise given how noisy the humans are.
Oh, there's a festival going on outside. It's nice. There's lots of flies. And your friends are out beating the crap out of each other.
That's their prerogative.
And they've got a fish lady.
Hmm.
You should go watch it. It's fun. The wolf guy's about to go beat up the red lady.
That's not particularly my concern. Do you know if there's a cartographer in town or anyone that sells maps, Jeffrey?
There might be.
Right then. I'll go see if I can find that person if they're open.
There's also something about music or something. I was trying to not be seen while I was riding on Wolfman.
Ah. In any event, I'd like to see about the maps first. Hopefully for after this whole fiasco with the Rose Knight's done.
You,
I'm trying to put clues together and I'm not succeeding. I blame the alcohol.
yeah, you get out of the tavern. Oh, I said you see a bunch of stalls and across the street, like diagonally from the tavern, you see what looks to be a ring that has been set up, and Lainey and Bardolph have just entered it.
As entertaining as that might be, I'm definitely going to see if I can find someone that sells maps.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
That is a 6.
Okay, it doesn't take you long to find it. And there's a older gentleman sitting there. What can I help you with?
I was wondering if you knew the area where there's the tallest mountain on the continent.
Oh,
And if you did, if you might have a map that the area and the continent itself, so that way I can make my way there.
well, we do have a map of the continent, and your tallest mountain would be Moco. It's real cold there most of the time.
I see. And that just means I'll have to buy some more equipment before I get there.
And he's like, for the 2 maps, it's about a silver.
Very well. Hand him 10 copper.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do besides the map?
Not particularly at the moment.
Okay. We'll throw it back to the fighting ring.
So Bardolph throws the fight.
Oh,
Yeah, he throws his punches and stuff, but he throws to miss. And he basically lets her kick the shit out of him.
you know, for all that shit talking you've done, love, you're not doing so well. Maybe you should stop drinking before fights?
Nonsense, I always drink before fights. Yeah. Lazy kick to the head. Kick at her head.
Ah, asshole. And she punches him in the ribs.
Oh.
And it hurt.
He drops to a knee. Ow.
And the young red wins the fight. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah. Ow. Ow.
She helps him up. Are you sure you're okay, love?
Yeah, nothing some DLC can't fix.
Okay. We'll see if either Lucia or Aerith can't fix you up.
Yeah, I don't like the way Foxtail's looking at me anyways.
Yeah.
I think you know what? I think I'm just gonna go to the end.
Are you sure, love?
Yeah, I'm a
You're
little
not gonna
sick.
watch me and Aerith?
No. But just remember, it's only gay if you make eye contact.
Ugh. Get some rest.
You ladies have fun. Maybe I'll bump into Weber. But
Maybe.
I'm gonna sleep this off
Okay.
and not give Foxtail a reason. So he heads off, and the only thing he's really worried about is if he's being pursued by Foxtail or not. But he's heading to the inn to go to bed, catch a nap, recover some HP. But um, I IRL need to do a couple things before I go to bed. So
Oh.
this is a pretty good opportunity for you to switch over to Weber. And
Okay.
I bid you all good night.
Are you not coming back?
No, I mean I need to do some things and go to bed.
Okay.
It is actually getting late.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Okay. See you, man.
All right.
Okay. You watch as the two women fight one another and do pretty well, but Aerith does take Lainey down.
Not much of a surprise there.
Weber, you finally made it out of bed, I see.
So I did. Though it seems I've missed the entire day anyway.
No, you haven't missed the whole day. It's just middle of the afternoon. Plus, you didn't miss the singing competition the lady signed you up for. Or the music competition, anyway. And there's a drinking competition, too, if you're interested.
Not particularly interested in the drinking, though, mainly because it's an unfair advantage.
Well, to be fair, I think between you and her, both of you have an unfair advantage. So I think it'd be fair between the two of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Weber, this is Lucia. Lucia, this is Weber.
Pleasure to meet you.
If you would describe yourself, Weber?
7 feet tall, clean cut, slick back, snow white hair, gangly limbs. Eyes are almost normal, except that instead of like brown or blue, the eyes are black. And that's about it.
This was the other fellow in our party that I was talking about. I am so glad Bardoff left to go to sleep.
Yeah, he has been a bit liberal with the fish jokes.
That he has. I suppose since I told the other group and I had told her what you are, she is a mermaid.
Well, that's certainly a first.
Your reaction went over better than Wolf Boy.
Yeah, he made me show him my tail.
And then she proceeded to beat him with it.
That seems a reasonable thing to happen.
Not my proudest moment.
No, I don't blame you. I found it absolutely hilarious and thought he deserved it.
I see.
He was trying to convince both of us that she should come to bed with us.
And here I thought I was the greedy one.
Right?
Oh well. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have some planning I need to do for after we're done at Maleficent's castle.
Oh, okay. What kind of planning?
Seeing to personal matters.
Oh, are we not going to be traveling together after? Well, to be fair, I don't know where I'm going. And Lainey goes, are we not going to be traveling together afterwards? I mean, aren't we? Isn't that our goal, to help you with whatever the hell you're doing? Or whatever the Wonderland you're doing?
Well, our goal was to help Aerith investigate, but once we are done there,
Yeah.
I will more than likely be departing.
Oh, I thought we were helping him with your story. Or with finding your first story.
Well, the more I've been seeing of the human world, the more I've kind of grown weary of it.
Why is everyone insulting humans today?
Well, for instance, you occasionally glancing at me like you fully expect me to turn into a monster. That doesn't help.
Okay, it's not my fault. I'm afraid of spiders. And I keep glancing at you like that because sometimes you just creep me out. That's not because you're a spider. You're a creepy old man. There, I said it, okay?
In any event, one of the personal matters I was going to see to was to climb a mountain and witness the sunrise. So I'll be attending to that before anything else.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure we can ask Bardolph help. I mean, it's dangerous to travel alone.
Well, if humans find it particularly cold, it will more than likely prove fatal to my kind.
Right. Hence the reason why you probably shouldn't go by yourself.
In any event, I will have to entrust you, Lady Aerith, with that favor I asked of you.
Of course. Are you, you two, go, prepare for the competition. I'm gonna go tag along with Weber. And she just sort of gives Lucia this look of, like a look of she's not sure what's going on.
Sure, no problem.
Don't forget you're competing too, big man.
What's that?
Music competition. Bardolph thought it'd be a good idea. He thought you'd be interested.
It might be fun to stretch my legs and see how I stack up to other musicians.
Right, the three of us are going to, you play harp, the two of us are probably going to sing.
Just tell me what time it is, and I'll make sure I'm back by then.
Right before sundown. Also right before the drinking competition. Which I still think you should join. I mean, heck, if we keep this up, I think everyone in our group might win. Between all of us, we might take all the competitions.
I'll keep it in mind, and if I fail to stack up in the musical competition, I just might do so.
Right. Lainey grabs Lucia. So, what was that about water?
What do you mean about water?
You said something about not letting water touch you.
Yeah, unless you want me to grow a fin.
Oh, well then keep water away from you. Hopefully no one throws water on the stage. I mean, that'd be a hell of a closer, though.
Oh, you have no idea.
As the two girls walk off and you go to walk, Aerith is walking with you.
Pull out the maps and start looking them over.
What's wrong? And don't lie and say there's nothing wrong.
Nightmares have gotten progressively worse, and I'm finding it harder and harder to deny my hatred of humanity.
Why?
The festival is a perfect microcosm of what humans often take for granted, yet if my kind dare try to attend openly as what we are often butchered for it.
Yeah, people can be dicks, but that doesn't mean you should write us all off.
Yes, which is why I'm still entrusting you with the favor I asked. Had I thought you the same ordinary human that I see so often.
And you shouldn't have given her shit. Even though she's afraid of spiders, still travels and doesn't treat you like a monster.
It still wears upon my mind. It's
Or
the
is
same look of apprehension and disgust and fear that she often has for me. That I
Well,
saw on the
also,
face of the adventurer that ordered the incineration of my unborn children.
oh, that's pretty messy. But no, I think a lot of her fear might be the spider. She's also, she told me about some conversations, and that was said that's a lot of her, the way she looked at you. A little bit of, what was she said, creepy old man. But no, are you sure that's everything? Sure something else isn't bothering you? This is almost a night and day shift for you. Yesterday you were talking to me in the tavern about how you were apologizing profusely and you were asking me to sleep with you. And today you're acting like all humanity is scum and that you have absolutely no reason to live.
Well, I've spent the past few hours trapped in a nightmare that is the worst memory I have. Perhaps it's that.
Perhaps.
Perhaps it's bearing witness to all those small things that humanity takes for granted. I mean, people complaining about boring human village lives. I mean, complaining about having a community that is willing to accept you and actually help you out on occasion. For
But
me,
again,
trying to befriend humans, when possible, I still remain despised by humans and most other sentient beings, as well as my own kind.
that doesn't. Look, I get it. Humans suck. They really do. But that doesn't mean. This isn't you, Weber.
Perhaps it's just my spider nature finally catching up.
Perhaps you should wait until this festival's over and maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, as it were.
Perhaps that's it. Then again,
I think you should join the drinking competition. Sound like you need it.
human
Hell, if you
alcohol
don't, I
doesn't
might.
affect me.
Fairies, I might sneak some coffee into your drink if you keep this up. I mean, alcohol still affects you, it just doesn't affect you much, which is why I think between you and Lucia, that would be a perfectly fair competition. No pun intended, she drinks like a fish. But I'll come and get you in the music competition.
Yeah, well then, at least I'll be able to start planning a route now.
Right.
I'll consider what you said.
Please do.
It just saddens me to see how empty and hollow the human world is.
That's not that bad. Really not. And with that, Aerith walks away and walks back to Lucia and, wow, I don't know who gave him the dose of melancholy.
Don't look at me. I don't carry it in my stores.
I don't know. Man, is he okay? I don't know. He's certainly something. He was talking about the woes of humanity and how they're all terrible and take for granted and everything's terrible.
Well, you look at it from our point of view.
Yeah, I know. People suck. Been over this. I'm trying to change that. I really am. There's only so much I can do.
Hey, don't you go catching his melancholy.
I'll try. Maybe I might enter that drinking contest. I think I need it.
Oh yeah, I actually have some competition.
You guys walk around for a bit, get ready, and you hear someone outside of the tavern. The music competition is about to start.
Right. Guess that's my cue. Start
That's
heading
when
towards the festival.
the two ladies and you meet up at the tavern about the same time. You ready for this, Weber?
I suppose it's too late to back out now in any case.
It's sad that Bardolph decided to sleep after I whooped his ass. He would enjoy this.
I think he was worried about showing his face after a girl kicked his ass.
After his girlfriend kicked his ass.
That too.
You should have seen it, Weber.
Well, it's not the first fight that you've been involved in that I've missed. There was that Archon incident after all.
Oh yeah, unfortunately I wasn't involved too much in that. I only got to kick him in the ribs once. Wish could have freaking caved his face in. No, Bardolph got most punches in on that one. So in we go.
Right.
Oh, it looks like we're the last ones. That's always a plus.
Great. What are we singing?
Oh, that's a good question. Weber, you got any suggestions?
There's a piece that Mari gave me a long time ago to attempt to rewrite for harp that was originally meant for a lute.
Oh man, if Mari gave it to you, it's probably crazy. Ugh. You watch as Aerith just shudders. That girl was certainly something.
Well, she and my wife Eleanor got along surprisingly well.
Well, that's good.
Though she was more afraid of her than me.
Oh. I mean, she...
There was a particular incident involving her getting a bit too drunk and flirty.
Oh, right. I could see that. And wife got jealous.
Actually, her response was the exact opposite of what everyone was expecting, which is why Mari was terrified.
Oh.
She had this particularly sweet and terrifying smile on her face and told her feel free to try beyond for size if she thought she could handle it.
Oh, but your wife was certainly something.
Well, the look on her face said that she was probably going to kill her afterwards if she tried.
Mari was the bard that we spoke of earlier.
Well, it's actually from the same composer of that In Darkness Let Me Dwell, but it's a bit happier, I suppose. A rather nice song of parting ways, I suppose.
Oh. Well.
It's the only remotely happy song that I know.
And leans over to Lucia. Thank you for not saying anything.
What?
That is the person we spoke of earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I love your tone of voice there.
What? You slept with him, not me.
Hey, hush you. You were doing so well on that not saying anything.
And you actually trusted that?
Yeah, true. At least you're not as bad as the one.
I could be.
Don't. I don't need two of you.
Whatever the two of you are conspiring about, here's the music and lyrics. I already have it memorized for harp, so whichever of you is singing, and Lady, here's the sheet music for the lute part.
Thanks. That should be interesting. We don't normally play our instruments together.
Well, I can modify it to be more of a backup because, after all, this was originally written for your instrument.
True. So you guys wait, and you hear some really pretty music being played. Various singers, none of your bard friends, so you lucked out on that one.
Alright.
And a few more come by, and like there's one that comes in and is kind of like hits like the wrong note a few times, and it's like, oh, you really probably shouldn't have entered this competition. And the 5 or 6 people in groups go through and get done singing. Then it becomes your turn, and the guy goes, "What should we call you?"
I didn't know we needed names for this.
Neither did I. Lucia, you got any ideas?
No.
What about you, Weber?
Not a clue.
Just call us the trio. I don't know. The guy sort of looks confused and goes, "The trio." Go on. I want all of you to roll a performance check.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah, you can burn it.
Okay, I'm burning my siren song.
Okay, that gives you a +4.
That's a modified 12.
Nice.
It's modified 11.
Nice. Between all 3 of you, even though you guys have never sung with Lucia, you're in harmony, and you sing beautifully and amazingly. And You have the audience captivated. And as you guys end your song, everyone just gives a standing ovation. I think we did good.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's pretty easy letting you two take the lead on vocals and instrumentation.
You're not no slouch yourself, Weber. Did that help you pull you out of your funk a bit?
It brought back some good memories.
Oh, good. Keep that train rolling. We can't have you being a sad sack, especially when we're going to probably one of the scariest places in the entire country. Man, I'm not looking forward to that on many levels.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you say it is.
No, it's not the castle I'm worried about. It's who might be. Don't laugh at me.
Well, I think of every last member of our group, I'm the one with the least to fear if we go there.
Yeah. And the ref, the guy who is running the competition goes, "The winner is the trio!" Heh. We won. Nice job, you two. And she holds out a double high five.
I return part of that high five.
Go ahead and return the high five as well.
Yeah, you guys get all of your winnings and stuff. So I don't know. She goes and sits down and just you guys all to sit down. So are you going to join the drinking competition, Weber?
I might as well.
Right, between the three of us, it should be fun.
Well, the only alcohol that's had even the slightest effect on me were those two absurdly strong alcohols in the town near Bluebeard's Manor.
All right, the absinthe and the one that I think the one alcohol that may have affected you was the one that Bardolph was drinking with that enchantress. So a few towns back.
Yes, I believe you're correct on that. Kind of surprising, must have had something akin to coffee in it.
Might have been. They do make coffee liqueur.
That just seems absurd.
So
What? Coffee liqueur?
Yes. From what I understand, coffee makes humans hyper and alcohol makes humans more inactive, so why strain your body by consuming both types of substance at the same time?
because it tastes good.
I wouldn't say coffee tastes good.
Well, coffee liqueur usually tastes.
Might have to purchase a bottle just to see if it's any good.
Well, you should. Maybe we should tell them that's what you should be drinking. Make it a little more fair.
I think I need all the advantage I can get against the mermaid.
Why do you say that?
Call it a hunch.
That one can drink almost. I've seen her drink an entire squad of knights under the table.
That was once. And honestly, they had already been drinking.
Well, still. And you always drunk me and Sylvie under the table. And her husband.
It was easy to drink under the table.
I mean, not really. For you, maybe. Ferris, you even drunk his brother under the table.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit harder. More muscle mass.
And they weren't even in their human forms when you did it.
Shh.
Fine.
Well, so long as there aren't any elves in the competition, things should turn out fine. Or bards.
She really could drink. A lot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There was a time she actually convinced a group of fairies that lived in my enclave to allow me to tether them to my body to see if I could fly through that method.
Did it work?
From what my wife told me, somewhat.
Were
I don't
you
remember
so-
it. I honestly don't remember it happening. All I remember is I woke up with a broken leg in the top of a tree.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, well. And that's why I'm thankful that my usual encounters with Mari are few and far between, even though it is good to see her every now and again.
I'd hope my encounters with her would be few and far between as well.
Actually, she asked me that if I ran into her again to make sure I have you tagging along.
Of course she did. That girl is something, sure. Anyway, so this drinking competition is starting soon, right? Because I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be the least likely of us to join in.
Oh, ask Lou. I used to drink quite a bit in my younger days.
Yeah. She had a wild side.
Don't go and tell people that.
Well, it's nothing to be ashamed of, wild child.
Can't do any more damage to your reputation than what Mari got you to do.
I mean,
Wait, what'd she get you to do?
we talked about this earlier, remember?
Oh, that.
I've managed
Yes.
to dislocate one of my hips.
I would ask how, but I mean, given my first encounter with Aerith, I believe it.
Plus, there was a bard involved, so it's pretty easy to piece together.
Well,
Oh Lord.
is Lainey the only person at this table I haven't slept with? Lainey's just like, I feel like I should leave this table.
No, don't go. Don't leave me.
No. Huh?
I was innocent.
No, to be fair, I'm going to watch every one of you get hit-faced drunk, and it's going to be funny. Too bad Bardolph's asleep. I mean, I wouldn't want him to join this competition because he can't hold his liquor.
And also, he doesn't think that a certain herb I'm looking for exists.
Yeah, I kind of hope you find it because I want to just dangle it in front of his face and see what happens. But, nah, it's not important. You guys go and drink.
Right.
Uh,
Here's hoping Aerith isn't as sloppy a drunk this time as she was last time.
Can we stop bringing that up? It's bad enough that Bardolph keeps calling you my boyfriend.
Well, maybe you shouldn't dislocate random men's hips. Because that's kind of something that a guy won't forget. Especially since not long before that I was sleeping peacefully.
Well, alcohol? What was this about
Yes.
alcohol?
Yes. Alcohol is
Uh,
very welcome.
Sounds like a good idea.
The announcer goes, "The drinking competition is about to start." You guys get seated at a table, like a long table, where there's a few other people there. There's a dude that like has almost no teeth. He's like two teeth, and they're both, one's blackened, and he's got like a receding hairline and like farmer's clothes that looks like they haven't been washed in days. A younger man, the one that Lainey destroyed in the first bout, and another bigger gentleman who looks like he might be a huntsman, and a younger lady that looks like if she stood too close, if she stood out in a wind that was even hard, it might blow her over. So the rules to this competition are simple. We'll hand you all out shots, and you'll knock them back, and the first person to puke's out. If you puke, you're out. If you fall over, you're out. If you pass out, you're out. All right, you guys. The first shot is given to you, and you guys, I'm assuming, just take it back.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No one else seems to be, worse for wear. 3 or 4 more shots. I want everyone to roll a Constitution check. This one's a fairly low one. This has a. You actually have a +5 or a +1, I mean. So you succeed on a 5.
All right. That is a modified 7.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Try to figure out if I modify it or not.
Do you have anything that would mod like Constitution or?
There is a random thing up here that I don't think actually apply.
Did you roll above a 5? I have your character in front of me. Why don't I just look at it? I'd let you count it. What'd you roll? 9? Yeah, you guys are feeling pretty good. A few more shots get put out. The liquor seems to be getting a little bit stronger.
At least they're increasing the challenge.
I want you guys to roll. It's a flat roll.
All right. That's an 8.
Okay.
Do I add anything to this?
You would, I think with the skill you had before would work, yeah. I mean, if you fail your roll, don't forget you can use a fate point to add your your drinks like a fish.
What does that do again?
It would add a +4 to the roll, but it only works for one roll.
That's a 9.
Oh, did you activate drinks like a fish, or is that just natural?
That's natural.
Oh, nice. Okay, you watch as the young man and throws up. Well, someone can't hold his liquor.
Lovely.
And you watch as the bigger man looks a little queasy, but he's holding in. And the woman, surprisingly, looks like she's holding her own. Okay.
This stupid waif.
You guys are given 3 or 4 more shots of even stronger alcohol this time. You have a -1.
All right. That's a nat 10.
Damn. Like you take them back like a tramp. And you watch as the bigger guy, not being able to hold it anymore, just throws up beside him and falls over. Even the older gentleman who's been able to like smile through his teeth sort of looks like he's about to fall off his bar stool, but doesn't quite. And the woman is starting to feel it. Looks like it's starting to feel it too. And Aerith is just like taking it back with the rest of you.
That was a 10, non-nat.
Okay. Yeah, you're feeling, I mean, you're feeling a little fuzzy, but you're still doing well.
You two are free to drop out anytime you like.
Right, that's not happening, Weber. Don't make me have them put coffee in your, make this a real fair fight.
Well, that would definitely make things interesting, but like you said, this mermaid is quite talented in drinking competitions. Just wouldn't be fair otherwise.
Oh, and what about me?
Your fault for being human.
Huh. Well, here's the fun part. As a paladin, I have most poisons I have a slight resistance to.
Ah,
As a rose knight, I should. So, yeah.
why didn't you say anything about that before? Could have been having lots of drinking competitions.
Because you and alcohol make for a deadly combination.
Well, you're not a bard, so I think you're safe.
Drink up. Few more drinks are brought in. -2 now.
Alright. That is a modified 6.
Damn.
That'd be a 7.
Okay. You watch as the old man just kind of wobbles on his chair and then falls. And is just like, and the girl looks like she's about to throw up, but doesn't. Like, you're surprised that this tiny little girl, or like tiny woman, somehow managed to make it this far.
It's highly likely she's not human.
She looks human, but you don't know, maybe. Round again. Even stronger, -3.
Minus what? -3.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use a fate point to activate giant spider to help me?
How would that help you? Oh, because you're... Yeah,
Spiders don't process alcohol.
that's true.
It's a negative trait, but it's the only contextually valuable thing in this situation.
That's true. I'll give you a... Since it is a negative, I'll only give you like a +2.
All right, and that kept me from failing.
What'd you roll, D?
Natural 10.
Damn. Like,
That would be a 12.
like you're knocking them back. It's like, bam, bam. Looking over at your other group, like, what? Am I even in a competition? And the girl hits her head on the table and then falls off her stool. If someone rushes over immediately to make sure, she hasn't hurt anything. More drinks are brought out. Stronger, like, that stuff that Bardolph gave you when he was drinking with the Enchantress? Yeah, that's what they're bringing out now.
Oh boy.
-4.
I don't have any skills I think that would help.
Nope, not unless you have something that adds to like con or something like that. And if
7.
damn.
Yeah, I don't have any constitution-based skills, so I fail.
What'd you roll?
An 8.
Oh, -4.
Mm-hmm.
As around you, you're sitting there like you're even feeling it a little bit too, is a mermaid. But you watch as your two companions nearly are just like, I'm gonna Aerith's like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm out. Oh, how are you holding up, Weber?
Oh no.
I've been better. I mean, at least I'm not seeing death looking down on me at the moment.
Yeah, but are you? How many me's are there?
Yeah, that's not good because there's 5 of you.
Yeah, maybe you should bow out too before you throw up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Get up and find a empty table to sit down at.
You as you stand up, you're like you wobble a bit.
Good thing I have the walking cane sword.
Yeah, secret stab.
And help Aerith too while I'm at it.
And with that, all the competition has been defeated. Lucia is the winner.
Great.
What?
Oh, I don't want to drink anymore.
That they give you your prize, and I'm assuming you walk over to the table where the two are sitting.
Yes.
Weber, this was not smart. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. My barometer for trouble contains bards, the fieries. Then there are neither of them.
Bards and what?
Fairies.
Oh, I thought I heard fiery. So I was like, what? What's fire?
Those sound
Okay.
bad. You'll probably know more about those than me.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I stuck around because this is funny.
Hey, Aerith.
What?
Guess what?
I
You remember I told you the bracelet was an heirloom?
Yeah.
It's a treasure of my people.
Wait. What?
You know the story of the Little Mermaid?
Yeah?
I stole her bracelet.
You bitch?
Well, I can't really go home.
You stole a priceless artifact from your people. Wow. And I thought
To be fair, like, everyone else thought about doing it, and one girl was like, I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to show off that I'm a mermaid, and I'm going to make millions of dollars. Or gold.
Wow, that's... And you did it.
I did it because I didn't want her to.
You see, you should have found a way to throw the blame onto someone else.
Well, no one knows it was me, and everyone knows that she talked about doing it.
Oh, so you lucked out.
Yeah. I just didn't want everyone to be, like, throwing fishing lines down into my world and trying to drag us up.
I could see that. Plus, fish people are pretty, okay? And people would just try to go down there and screw the fish people. What would happen?
It's really hard to screw us when we have tails.
Well, I mean, you're an
You would be
exception, aren't you?
You would be surprised at what people are willing to try.
Oh no, Aerith knows it's hard to screw someone with a tail.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I know.
it worked out in the end, now didn't it? Shut, Weber.
What are you gonna do, dislocate my hip again?
You wish.
She about dislocated both of mine.
The only reason she didn't is because a fox girl and an elf grabbed her off of me.
Oh.
Has anyone ever told you that you a hoe, Weber?
No, not really.
And here I thought Bardolph was bad.
No, that was just because of bards. Normally I'm more the dedicated type.
And then there was the woman in before, although that was also Bardolph's fault. So I take that back.
Well, Lady and Bardolph both told me to go for it. Thought I'd see what all the hype was about.
Does that make Bardolph a bad dog?
He doesn't like it when you say stuff like bad boy, or he says it's demeaning. But yes, he is.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much stuck on land.
Could be worse. You could be stuck in Wonderland.
I've always
Oh,
wanted
no,
to visit there.
No, you don't. I swam there once.
Wait, is there even oceans in Wonderland?
Yeah, they typically taste like tears.
Oh, that's...
I mean, like, human tears. And
Probably because they are.
really, really hard to get back out.
Hmm.
The Mad Hatter's kind of cute, though.
Oh, you've heard that? We almost went to Wonderland on accident.
Don't do it.
I mean, I would have jumped after his stupid ass if he fell down the hole.
Would have been more fun than this. Could have got some stories from Wonderland.
Oh, come on, Lick. You're not going to get plenty of stories from this. And from, traveling to Maleficent. Hopefully that one's not a tragic. I'm not looking forward. I'm really not. I'm worried.
Well, if the descendants of a dark fae are there, who knows, I might get a job offer.
You can't work for Maleficent. Okay? You're not a fast spider.
Do you know why spiders tend to work for dark fae?
I don't know.
Because Little Miss Muffet was a bitch?
Very much so. Thanks to her, 4 out of every 5 giant spiders in Norfolk were killed. Butchered where they stood. Even if they'd been living in towns for secret for years.
And all you wanted was some curds and whey.
Yep. But We tend to work for those like the Dark Fae because they actually respect us and treat us well.
Hey, I respect you and treat you well.
Mm.
We should probably head to bed before I throw up.
The sooner I get to sleep, the sooner I can wake up and continue planning.
Oh, you still talking about leaving, Moody?
Yep, still on my mind.
What if I took you up on that offer? Would you still leave?
Well, part of why I asked you is to see if whether or not you are the one that's responsible for the nightmares not happening at night.
I mean, there was three of us. Three
Yep.
of us? Uh,
Like I said, it was as much an experiment as me actually
I think the two of you should
respect
probably
and all those other normal emotions associated with that.
grab your drunk ass friend, Weber.
What?
Don't huff at me. Fine, you two are grown adults.
I need to continue my search.
I was hoping for some actual sleep.
Well, if you know, hopefully you find it. And if you find it and you find us again, let me know.
Why?
Because I want to just hold it up to Bardolph. I just want to see it.
Plus, I'd like to write the story of how you found it.
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly a storyteller, so
I'm sure I can write it in a way that interests my grandkids.
it's more of an ingredient for something.
The true love's kiss alternative, because love doesn't exist according to Mari. Not Mari, that's the bard. Lucia.
True love doesn't exist.
I found it once. Then a giant wasp ended that.
But I mean, like, there is selfish love, there is stupid love, there is going against your family because fuck them love. There's
Hey,
It's true.
it's not. Well, because I assumed,
That
there's a
seems to be
story.
that seems to be a large reason why humans do the things they do.
every single type of love that has ever existed is just selfish. Or shellfish.
I don't think
You've
that's.
probably found something rare. But me,
Yep.
I don't think he feels the same way. What?
you'd be surprised.
No, he's still hung up over her.
Well, I'm sure whenever he catches up to her and more than likely rips her throat out, I'm sure that'll fix things.
Hey, think about it this way.
Yeah.
If it's real, it's real. You need to hold on to it. If it's not real,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
keep it until you know.
I like that.
Plus, you found out about being driven out of your home because your family was trying to kill you.
I mean, to be fair, once my family finds out, I'm going to be disowned.
I know a red that you could always go to. She's up north.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind.
Aerith can tell you all about her if you want.
And yeah, Sylvie's an interesting individual. But with that, guys, I'm going to call it a night because I know it's late for me and it's even late for D. Even later for D.
11:15.
Yup. So, since not all of us are here, I don't know if I want to do the round robin, but I would like to say thank you guys for watching. I hope that this was entertaining and that our guest was fun. And we will see you back here again.